Hello and welcome to today's edition of Catholic Focus. My name is Deborah Mwanya. Joining me for sign language interpretation is Ken Mwangi. Welcome. During his weekly general audience at St. Peter's Square, Pope Leo XIV urged Christians to lend their voice to those who cannot speak for themselves and to care for the environment. Reflecting on Christ's resurrection, the Pope said it can transform relationships with God, others, and creation. Using Mary Magdalene at the empty tomb as an example, he emphasized that hope must take root in our hearts, guiding how we respond to challenges of today's world. Pope Leo highlighted the message of Laudato Si, stressing that humans are called to be custodians, not destroyers of creation. He explained that continual conversation of the heart can change history, inspire solidarity, and protect both people and the planet. He concluded with a prayer that the faithful may hear the voice of those who have no voice and embrace their role in building a renewed, sustainable world.
Dear brothers and sisters, Mary Magdalene was not entirely mistaken then, believing she had encountered the gardener. Indeed, she had to hear her own name again and understand her task from the new man, the one who in another text of John says, "Behold, I make all things new." Pope Francis, with the encyclical Laudato Si, showed us the extreme need for a contemplative gaze. If he is not the custodian of the garden, the human being becomes its destroyer. Christian hope, therefore, responds to the challenges to which all humanity is exposed today by dwelling in the garden, where the crucified one was laid as a seed to rise again and bear much fruit.
Moving forward, President William Ruto says Kenya's push for universal health coverage is driven by a simple truth: every life matters. He spoke as the government of Kenya received advanced life support ambulances for all 7 national referral hospitals and the National Emergency Response Center. The president raised concern over what he called unacceptably high maternal and child deaths, saying was embarrassed when questions abroad about the more than 300 mothers and children dying in Kenyan facilities. The president said the government will intensify the Every Woman, Every Newborn, Everywhere agenda by equipping frontline staff, ensuring essential supplies, and improving quality of health care. He added that Kenya's UHC journey now rests on 6 key pillars, including deployment of 107,000 community health promoters and resolving long-standing issues affecting healthcare workers. On the recurring Hakuna Dawa problem, the president said medical commodities will now move directly from KEMSA to facilities. He reaffirmed government's commitment to making UHC a reality for all Kenyans.
Pandemics, recoveries, and rebuilding, forging a partnership defined not just by projects, but by shared capabilities in early warning systems, national surge teams, strategic reserves, and digital systems that turn data into life-saving action. Emergency referral care, improve oxygen capacity, reduce maternal and newborn deaths in high-burden counties, and sharpen our readiness for cholera, mpox, and other public health threats. Their true value will not be measured not in numbers, but in mothers saved, babies supported, and communities strengthened. I know that there are facilities that continue to hide data on mothers who die or children who die in hospitals. We must get the data right, because we must get our act together and reduce. I was very embarrassed when I was confronted in New York by a good friend of Kenya who asked me, Mr. President, how is it acceptable in Kenya? And together, we must scale up what works faster. To reinforce this collaboration, I urge WHO Africa Regional Office to expedite the operationalization of the Regional Emergencies and Logistics Hub in Kenya. Impact is clear. CHPs have visited 8.9 million households, screened 9.9 million Kenyans, and made more than 439,000 referrals are online, with thousands more at various stages. As our digital superhighway is completed, Kenya will achieve data mobility, expand telemedicine to situations and requirements in every facility in good time. We have also agreed that to be able to make sure that there is regular replenishment and there are no issues of debts being accrued, the private and faith-based are funded by the government of Kenya. With strong partnerships, especially with WHO, Kenya is firmly on the path to achieving universal health coverage to all our people, because Section 43 of the Constitution of Kenya mandates government, both at the national and the county, to deliver the highest quality of health to all citizens.
On other news, the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, EACC, has rolled out a nationwide anti-corruption campaigns targeting university students in the run-up to World Anti-Corruption Day. EACC Vice Chairperson Dr. Monica Mwilu has emphasized that the initiative seeks to instill integrity, discipline, and accountability among students who will soon transition to the job market. John Bencher has this report.
Speaking at Kirinyaga University, EACC Vice Chairperson Dr. Monica Mwilu emphasized that the initiative seeks to install integrity, discipline, and accountability among students who will soon transition into the job market.
1. The university to establish and operationalize an integrity club. The EACC will offer technical support and ensure it is operational. The club or integrity clubs help inculcate ethical values to the students. I also urge the students to bring in new solutions for strengthening integrity and combating corruption through research and innovation.
Dr. Mwilu noted that beyond arresting and prosecuting offenders, the Commission is investing in preventing mechanisms to build a corruption-free society. She urged students to develop digital innovations to combat emerging forms of corruption, particularly in areas such as cryptocurrency.
We are urging you to come up with the new ideas, especially we are faced with the issue of dealing corruption, which is perpetuated through digital means, the cryptos. So we want you to come up with new ways of dealing with corruption in the digital space, because now we are living in the digital space. So we would urge you or request you to share ideas with EACC to develop apps and other technological tools which can help us fight corruption.
On her part, Kirinyaga University Chancellor, Professor Mary Ndungu, stressed that the fight against corruption must begin with the learning institutions. She encourages students to excel through hard work rather than resorting to cheating or corrupt practices.
Comrades out there, and I know we are many. We are 500,000 strong. And you're watching this. We encourage you to have integrity in your studies. Don't be tempted to take shortcuts, because shortcuts is what leads to corruption. We urge you, hard work pays, honesty pays, and as you are honest, you build trust. And once you have a trustworthy community, you will be a happy person. And it is doable. It is doable to be trustworthy and to be truthful in what you do.
But here is the truth. You, the youth, are uniquely positioned to change this narrative. Today offers more than dialogue. It offers innovation opportunities for you to transform ideas into tangible projects that disrupt corruption and promote accountability. Whether through technology, social entrepreneurship, or advocacy, your creativity can lead the way.
The EACC confirmed that the University Anti-Corruption Crusade will also extend to Egerton University as part of its broader outreach program. Reporting for Capuchin TV, Catholic Focus, I'm John Beja.
Now on to matters of education. With the KCSE exams coming to a close this week, the government is taking strong measures to safeguard the integrity of results while also untracing school congestion and preparing for the next academic year. Here is Susan Bulemi with more.
Education Cabinet Secretary Julius Migos Ogamba says preparations for marking the KCSE exams are already underway. Center managers have been given strict instructions to maintain operational discipline, including switching off mobile phones and securing them under lock and key. The CS was speaking in Kiambu County while supervising the opening of KCSE Geography and Physics exam papers at the Riru DCC office. He was accompanied by Riru MP Simon Kengara and other ministry officials.
As the KCSE cycle concludes, preparations are now underway for the marking and the processing of results. I extend my appreciation to the teachers, the center managers, the invigilators, security personnel, and education officers for their dedication to this national exercise.
Ogamba also announced that senior secondary schools will receive their first cohort of learners by January 12 next year. He emphasized that learners transitioning under the competency-based education system will need support as they join their peers following the 844 curriculum.
In addition, senior schools should be ready to receive their first cohort of grade 10 learners by the 12th or from the 12th of January 2026. The ministry will continue to issue guidance to ensure a smooth transition and a stable learning environment.
Addressing a reported conflict between JSS teachers and secondary school heads, the CS assured that the matter is being handled administratively and there is no cause for concern.
Going to be what now we call comprehensive schools, where both JSS and primary schools are domiciled in the same place under one head. So that conflict is an administration conflict that will be discussed and dealt with. It's not really a very big challenge. We'll get a solution to it.
He further highlighted that the ongoing school enrollment verification exercise by the ministry will ensure fair distribution of resources, including teachers and infrastructure, across all regions. This, he noted, is particularly important in densely populated areas such as Ruiru.
As you are aware, we've been undertaking a verification exercise of all our numbers, all our enrollments in our schools. And the purpose of that exercise is to determine the situations in all our schools, including which are the schools that have large numbers of students, so that we can plan increased infrastructure in order to ensure that they are comfortable in the working environment, that the environment that is provided. Ongoing efforts include expansion of infrastructure, targeted teacher deployment, and support for the continued implementation of the competency-based education.
Ruiru MP Simon Kingara praised the government's efforts to tackle congestion in public schools. He said institutions set to benefit include Ruiru Vocational Training College and Ruiru Boys Secondary School, where new hostels are under construction, alongside plans to post more teachers and improve facilities.
Serikali imechukua hatua kubwa sana kuona imerainisha masomo katika Kenya yote. Kielelezo cha hayo ni vile kama saa hii nimesimama hapo ukiangalia TVET imeanza juzi. Serikali imezidua mradi ule unaendelea wa kujenga bweni ya wasomi, na haya yote yametokana na usaidizi kutoka kwa NCBA na vile serikali kuu.
Reporting for the Catholic Focus, Capuchin TV, I'm Susan Bulemi.
In Machakos County held a special prayer session to raise awareness on road safety and honor colleagues who have lost their lives in accidents. The event brought together over 500 riders, traffic police, children officers, matatu operators, and community leaders, all calling for greater safety and discipline on the roads. Speakers expressed concern over rising cases of indiscipline, including violent retaliation after crashes and incidents where vehicles are set ablaze. Traffic Inspector Faith Kariuki urged riders, particularly those working at night, to report misconduct and help restore order. Alan Musembi, the chairperson of Machakos Boda Boda operators, noted that Boda Bodas account for nearly 70% of road accidents, according to the recent NTSA statistics. He said the prayers served as an important reminder for riders to obey traffic rules and act responsibly. The children's officer, Emily Kimanzi, warned that anyone found defiling minors would face the full force of the law, while Pastor Peter Chengo, who convened the prayer, said he was inspired to act after losing a fellow clergyman to rider-related violence. For those like Bernard Ndolo, who recently lost his son, the event offered comfort and healing. The Machakos Matatu Operators Association also condemned the burning of vehicles involved in accidents. At the close of the prayers, riders pledged to follow traffic rules, take up insurance, and exercise caution as the festive season approaches.
Kila bwana boda boda
sana wakati uhalifu unafanyika usiku, mlikuwa mnatumika kubeba hizo mizigo, si ni kweli? Lakini kutokana na partnership yetu mumepunguza hizo shughuli za usiku za kusaidia wezi, si ni kweli? Kwa sababu mlikuwa mnasaidia. Wewe umeitiwa kibarua na umesensi hii kazi inaweza kuwa ni ya wizi ama mzigo ni wa wizi, alafu unanyamazia, unasema kwa sababu leo nalipwa 5,000 Mungu amenionekania, sitaongea. Lakini after sensitization na ile kuongea hapa na pale, mmekuwa msaada. Msikubali kubeba vitu za wizi ama mizigo ya wizi, na watu ambao wanahusika na crimes, don't partner with them. Sawa sawa? And the same case, tuko na report 1, 2, 3 zenu. Unabeba mtu, alafu ukishamfikisha unapita na simu. Sio hiko? Tafadhali tuache. Unapata mtu wa bodaboda umebeba mrembo, Ukishambeba unasema Mungu asante, leo nimeonekaniwa. Unaenda unapitia kwa kichochoro, unapita kwa kichaka mahali, unafanya ile kitu na unaepa. Tafadhali hiyo ikome, kwa sababu iko sawa sawa.
Hata watu wa bodaboda washamsahau Mungu mara mingi, kwa sababu pesa ni ya kila dakika. Hawaendi kanisa, wamesahau kwamba hata mapato wanaopata ni huruma na neema ya Mungu. Kwa hivyo ndio maana leo tumekaa hapa tukaabudu, tukatubu, tukatoa zaka zetu ili tuweze kumuita Mungu atuhurumie, atupe neema. Kile chengine ni baada ya kuona jumbe ambazo zilitembea katika mitandao na runinga zetu kwamba 70% za ajali hapa nchini Kenya zinachangiwa na wana bodaboda. Hapa Machakos tumejipanga na tumeapa katika kanisa, mbele ya wachungaji, mbele ya Mungu, kwamba hapa saa hii ni usalama namba 1, na kuzingatia usalama ni kila mwana bodaboda akuwe na bima, kila mwana bodaboda akuwe na leseni, kila mwana bodaboda aendeshe pikipiki akiwa na reflector, na kila mwana bodaboda aendeshe pikipiki akiwa na helmet. Na
kutoangalia watoto wako utafungwa. Ukidefile watoto wangu sitakusamehea. I'm telling you the truth. Sitakuachilia. Umepata pesa ukakuwa jeuri. Ukisikia unaitwa na serikali uheshimu hata crown. You are not the only road users. Are we together? Tafadhali toa mikono, hata kama uko na pesa ngapi, tafadhali achana na watoto. Anybody below 18 years. Niko na so many watoto wanatupwa. Isikuwe ni watu wa boda.
They carry part of us. They are part of our society and part of our family. And we have seen what has been going on in our society. And we felt it is important that we put a time of prayer for them. Recently, I was at the police station and I found the chairman of the Boda Boda in Machakos town with the police officers handling a case of an accident where one of them had died. And there were so many Boda Bodas that were parked by the road, by the station. And I told him, Bwana Chairman, this is a disaster. This is a challenge.
And that there brings us to the end of our Catholic Focus edition today. Thank you for keeping it Capuchin, and special thanks to our production team for enabling this bulletin. My name is Deborah Mani and our sign language interpreter has been Ken Mwangi. Until next time, be blessed.
Keep watching Capuchin TV, your staunchly Catholic identity channel. You are watching Capuchin TV. For any complaints, comments, or compliments on our programming, you can either write to us on info@capuchintv.co.ke, or you can call us directly on 0717 424 866. Your complaint shall be addressed within 7 days. Remember to keep a copy of your communication with us. Keep watching Capuchin TV, your Catholic identity. The father in charge of Queen of Apostles Catholic Parish, Ruaraka, together with the church leadership, has organized a Harvest and Business Expo Day. This event will offer Christians an opportunity to not only exhibit their business products and services, but also to have them blessed. This year's theme is anchored on Proverbs 16:3. Commit your work to the Lord and your plans will be established. The expo will be held on 30th November 2025 at the church grounds. We are delighted to invite you and your organization to participate as an exhibitor in this great event. Welcome all, small and medium enterprises, SMEs, corporates and other professional service providers. Various sponsorship packages are also available. Remember, this expo will offer you a valuable platform to market your brand and services to approximately 5,000 potential customers. For more information, contact 0743 900 994 or send an email to catholic_missionruaraka@yahoo.com. This initiative is in line with the Catholic Church's social teachings on holistic evangelization, which seeks to address not only the spiritual needs but also the material well-being of the people. Keep watching Capuchin TV, your staunchly Catholic identity channel.
Karibuni nyote ili tuweze kusali pamoja, ili tuweze kumshukuru Mungu kwa pamoja kama vijana katika hafla ambayo tutakuwa nayo kule Mombasa. Na hafla hii itakuwa tarehe 5 na tarehe 6. Tarehe 5 tutakuwa na misa ya vijana wote katika Jamhuri ya Kenya, the National Youth Mass. Na pia katika ibada hiyo ya misa tutakuwa rasmi na uzinduzi wa kitengo hiki cha vijana katika baraza la maaskofu. And thereafter we will also have the National Music Festivals, which will be held on 5th in the afternoon and 6th on Saturday. Ni wakati wa vijana kukutana na kuweza kuweka talanta zetu pamoja tunapoimba na kumshukuru Mungu. Kwa hivyo kile ambacho ningependa kuwaeleza vijana wetu ni kwamba muwe karibu na wazazi, msikize wazazi wenu, na pia muwe karibu na parokia zenu, mapadri wenu na watu wema wengi ambao wanawapenda, watawapa wosia mzuri. Vijana wetu tunawapenda na karibuni nyote tusherekee pamoja na kumshukuru.
The Vice-Chancellor, Catholic University of Eastern Africa, and the Cardinal OTUNGA Steering Committee cordially invite you to join and support the 2025 Cardinal OTUNGA Memorial Scholarship Mass. This Mass will be presided over by His Grace Philip Anyolo, Metropolitan Archbishop of Nairobi, as well as the lecture and fundraiser. This will take place on Thursday, 20th November 2025, starting from 11 a.m. at the Learning Resource Center, Catholic University of Eastern Africa, Nairobi. Support the scholarship fund. Lipa na Mpesa Paybill number 400200. Account number 011 290 057 22 203. Checks should be addressed to the Catholic University of Eastern Africa. Your presence and generous contribution will be highly appreciated. The Catholic University of Eastern Africa Choir. Consecrate them in the truth. Keep watching Capuchin TV, your staunchly Catholic identity channel.
Oh, Saint Cecilia, lover of Christ, by your sweet voice and melody, pray Cecilia. Teach us to sing the glories of God.
My name is Father Paul Maishuhi. I am the chaplain of the Archdiocese of Nairobi Choir. And I'm here to invite all our choir members in our parishes and in our deaneries and their respective churches to our Saint Cecilia Day celebrations. We are celebrating our patron saint, Saint Cecilia, on 22nd of November this year.
Tunatarajia wanakwaya wote wa jimbo kuu la Nairobi, karibu takriban wanakwaya 14,000 kutoka kwa kila parokia ambao watakuja ili kusherehekea siku hiyo ya Mtakatifu Cecilia, ambayo ndio mtakatifu msimamizi wa waibaji wote, kwamba kila mwanakwaya ametunzwa na ameweza kufuatilia sasa maagizo ya liturujia kama kanisa inavyotaka.
And we are going to hold the event at the grounds of Queen of Apostles Seminary. The Mass will start at 10 a.m. presided over by His Grace, the Archbishop of Nairobi Metropolitan, Most Reverend Philip Anyolo.
I'm welcoming all choir members from the Archdiocese of Nairobi so that we can join together, because this is a milestone for all choir members after successful formation classes, which we started sometimes in April with TOTs. And after completion, this day all the choir members who have successfully gone through the formation classes will be commissioned by our Archbishop, Philip Anyolo, and I welcome you all.
And among the highlights of the day is we are going to have the commissioning of new members and recommissioning of old members of the choir. For 2 years, the choir has been on.
I expect that those who went through the formation classes will turn up in good numbers so that we can celebrate together.
Catch this broadcast live on television and our social media platforms.
So all the choir members are invited to this occasion. We are anticipating to have between 6,000 and 8,000 choir members. Also on that day, our new choir uniform is going to be unveiled and blessed by His Grace.
Tusherehekee siku hiyo ya Mtakatifu Cecilia.
So karibuni nyote waimbaji wenzangu katika hii hafla ya wanakwaya wetu wa jimbo kuu la Nairobi.
Oh Saint Cecilia, lover of Christ, by your sweet voice and melody, pray for us, oh Cecilia. Teach us to sing the glories of God.
Keep watching